Well, first let me tell a story, and then I'll say what I say on the streets. There was a little boy, and he yearned to be a candy maker. So he played around with a bunch of recipes, and finally he got the perfect recipe. He found one that everybody loves. The recipe: sugar, starches, a lot of fruit flavor, and arsenic. Now people exclaim, "We love this candy. This is the best candy ever." People were coming from miles around just to buy this candy. And the little boy felt so good, because after all, he was making a lot of people happy. And that's what mattered. But a second little boy came along, and he had a taste, and he exclaimed that that's pretty good candy. So he started looking at the recipe. And when he saw the recipe, what was in the recipe, he went to the first little boy, the candy maker, and he said, you have to stop selling this candy. It may taste good, it may make people feel good, but it's killing them. And he didn't want to. He didn't care about the risk. He didn't care if people were going to die, because he didn't care if it was poisonous. The second boy tried to tell the candy maker again and again, as well as all the people that were buying the candy. And finally the first boy and all of his people screamed, "Leave me alone. This makes us happy." And that's what matters, is feeling good. This makes us feel good. So the second little boy left him alone, and he left the candy maker to his business, and he left everyone else in the hole alone. And lo and behold, all the candy buyers finally died from their arsenic. And the boy stood before a judge, and the judge said, with tears in his eyes, "Why did you kill all these people?" And the little candy maker explained, "Well, I thought I was doing a good thing. It made everybody feel good, and that's what matters. I was just doing what everybody else was doing." And the judge was very brokenhearted. The modern gospel is that poison candy. It tickles the ears of the lost. It tells them it's all good, all the while they're dying. Some love the taste of the modern gospel. In fact, they crave it because it makes them feel good. Some, even the candy makers, can't understand how it could be bad. We need to be the second little boy that goes out and stands up proudly to proclaim that the candy is poison. We need to tell the people what's in the candy and present the sin as clearly as possible, or the law as clearly as possible. We can't leave it at all have sinned. We must present sin. Tell them what sin is. Because when you start going out and you start witnessing, very few people know what sin is. You have to explain it to them. And it's not because they're stupid. It's because they've never been told. I didn't know what sin was. I thought I was a pretty good guy. I never murdered anybody, but I saw that I did murder people. I never committed adultery, but I saw that I did commit adultery. We need to tell them what happens when they eat the candy and when they continue to eat the candy. And then we need to bring the good gospel news and the grace that heals the broken heart.